friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house. Well, it's the holiday season and we are all out shopping and preparing for this upcoming week's Thanksgiving festivities and just to fellowship with our friends and our family. Well guys, are you looking for something different maybe to serve this coming Thanksgiving season? How about using some of that beautiful winter squash that is readily available? And one of my favorites is butternut squash. Now I eat butternut squash all throughout the year, not just during the fall, but in the fall it is more affordable and you can get it in abundance. And a little bit of this goes a long way. So I am going to show you how to make a butternut squash souffle. Guys, this is so good and it's also something new you can introduce to your family, and I'm sure that it is going to be a favorite. So for this you only need a couple of ingredients. So I have my butternut squash, I have some brown sugar, I have butter, you're gonna need nutmeg, and you're gonna need 4 eggs. That's all you're gonna need for this. You can also add some vanilla, and I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon because you know I always have to do extra with my recipes. And so this is something that it'll be like a side dish. So actually I'm making it tonight and I am pairing it with some barbecue ribs, and we're also going to have some either asparagus or we're gonna have some green zucchini on the side, and I'm probably gonna do some type of wild rice. So that is what dinner's gonna be, and I thought that this side would be perfect for you during this upcoming season. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as you see here, I am roughly chopping up this butternut squash, and see here in the middle it has seeds. Okay, so these are the two. This is the top and this is the bottom part, so it has seeds in it. So you're just going to, with a spoon, and this isn't the proper spoon but I just want to show you, you just dig the seeds out and discard them, and then you can go ahead and chop these up so that they can all bake evenly. So I'm going to do that right here over to the side. And the butternut squash is a really hard squash, so you might need to use like a hammer or something else to kind of get through it. That is what I do. And so I'm just going to clean this out here, and then I'll just continue chopping it up. Okay, so when you get all of the seeds and everything out, this is what it should look like on the inside. So you see I've cleaned everything out, and I just ended up getting a spoon and you just clean everything out like this. Okay, and then we will I'm just gonna cut this in half like this and place it here, and then we probably get about 4 more pieces out of this, and then we'll put it into a 400-degree preheated oven, and we will let it bake for about 30 to 45 minutes until the flesh is soft and we can scoop all of the flesh out of the peel. Okay, so now this is all of my butternut squash here. I'm gonna put it, like I said, in the 400-degree preheated oven, and I'm going to cover it with some aluminum foil, and that's so it can kind of sweat a little bit. We're not going to put anything on this right now because we're going to add all the flavor when we add everything once this is done. Now if you want to skip this step, you can. You can actually, if you can find it, find some either some pureed butternut squash or some butternut squash in a can that has not been pureed, then you would just have to mash it and puree it. But since I already had this butternut squash on hand, I'm gonna use what I have. So we're gonna go ahead and place this into the oven. Okay, so this is our butternut squash. It is ready. It was actually in the stove for about 45 minutes, so it is very, very tender, and that's exactly how we want it. Now you might want to let this cool, but I'm gonna go and put on some gloves, and we're just going to just detach the flesh from the peel, and we're gonna place it in this bowl here. And then once I have it all in the bowl, I'll come back. Okay, so now I have all the flesh here, and I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And so you see my measurements aren't like accurate, but it'll be okay. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're gonna get now some nutmeg, and I'm going to get 1/4 of a teaspoon of the nutmeg. Okay. And I have here some butter, so 4 tablespoons of butter equals 1/4 of a cup of the butter. So since our butternut squash is still warm, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. Now if this were frozen or canned or whatever, you would need this to be warm. So I'm gonna put that in and put this down so it can go ahead and start melting. And then I'm gonna add some cinnamon to mine, and I think cinnamon just really like kind of brings up the flavor of any like ingredient like this, especially when it's like a fall type ingredient, fall type dish. So I'm not gonna put that much, only 1/4 a cup, 1/4 a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, just a little bit, and I use less than that, so I don't want it to taste like a dessert. It still should be kind of savory. And I'm just gonna add some black pepper. So now we've added the black pepper, and we're gonna add 4 eggs, and then we're going to mix it. I'm gonna just whisk it, and then I'm going to get my blender, and I'm just kind of blend it kind of thin a little bit, because I need to have it loose enough so that it can fit into our copper bacon ramekins. And then here I'm going to add some vanilla extract, and we're just going to mix it all together like this. And then I'm just going to get my blender and kind of blend it really well. Or, you know, actually this looks pretty good right now because it's so creamy. It looks like it's parade. So I think we're good. I don't think I need the blender. So in the oven, I have my copper ramekins warming up, and I'm just going to rub the outer side and the bottom with some butter, and then we're gonna pour it in. So I'll come back once I have it poured into the ramekins, and then we'll put it on in the oven. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take our mixture here. We're gonna just try to evenly put it in each ramekin. Now I love these little ramekins like this. Anything that you can use to, you know, make your meal more festive, and it shows like you put a little bit more effort into your meal, and you know how you're serving and your presentation. Now the thing about this is that we're not gonna fill these up high because they're gonna rise. So, and my ramekins here are fairly deep, so this is gonna be really nice. So I'm gonna just fill these all up and then place them into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes, and then they will be ready. I'm gonna shake it around because I want to make sure that it's all flat at the bottom. So let's kind of shake this, kind of pat it flat a little bit like that. Yeah. And that's butter. I had to melt some butter when I had these warm, and so it melted a lot. But that's just gonna be extra deliciousness. So we just have it. Now we're gonna just go ahead and put those in the oven. All right, so I just took these out of the oven, and guys, look at them. They rose slightly. Like I said, it's like really nice and brown on the top, and look at those edges here, and it's really soft. So we'll just let these come to room temperature, and then we'll just pop them out, or you can serve them in the ramekins, which will be really cute on a plate, and you know, let your guests indulge. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video as I shared with you how to make this butternut squash souffle. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new to Juani's house, I would love for you to subscribe. So make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss another one of my holiday uploads. So guys, before I go, you know what I always say, the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house, and I'll see you in the next video.